And we are live. Hello, everyone. We are back in the woods we're back in the woods for another Garden Live. And it has been very quiet tonight, but we do have the crickets and a different bugs chirping. Not as loud as last night. And I heard some movement, some very mild movement here and there, but nothing really much. And the cats are quiet this time. So we got all that going on. All right. So earlier we had a good convo about, you see, I thought for a second there was something in a tree, but it was me touching the branch and all the other things moving. But I just want to make sure because I was like, what exactly could be going on here? But then, look at that right there. It looks like we have one right there. Right there. Yep. We already have the banded puppies. Let's see. I'll show you all what I'm talking about. Right there's a banded puppy. That's so cool. I just was looking. That is so ghoulish and haunting looking. That really is. Then it disappears. Then it reappears. Yeah, they know we are live. And we are ready to roll. And I'm looking at it with the naked eye. I can't even see it. But with the camera eye, I can see it. Yeah, he looks like a ghost or a ghoul, but it's not. It could be a ghost or a ghoul of some sort, and I could be mistaken, but as far as I'm aware, it's a banded puppy. Scared. Yeah, I hear him. Hey, bro. Saiban. Yeah, scary. And Kid Fresh, welcome. Welcome everyone to the stream. Yeah, there it is. It's almost like it could be a djinn of some kind, but it's actually a banded puppy. Yes. We'll try to find a ghost. It looks like we're looking at one right now, but we'll keep our eyes open for him. Well, thank you, Kid Fresh, for being the first like. You win the internet for today. Monsters exist. I believe monsters exist, in my opinion. Now we know people can be monsters, but I believe where there was these... Am I going to stay up? Yeah, I'm staying up for a while for this stream I'm doing, yeah. So anyway, the monsters exist. So in my opinion, I believe there were fallen angels, and they came down and created hybrid creatures that we would call monsters. I believe there are cryptids that exist that we're not really completely aware of, and I do believe in, there's evil demonic entities in the world. So yeah, that's what I think. I think there are monsters that exist, and those would be the explanations for them. And there could be, entities out there that we're not completely aware of yet. And am I like, yeah, in a way I'm like one. But for, I did a lot of, what games do I play? So I'm going to get to both questions. So, hey, Leatherface, good to see you, buddy. Okay, so first with Kid, and then I'll get to you, Saiban. So I'm like a ghost hunter in a way. I did some with some other people in a different stream. I kind of like mapped out everything, how that would work out. But what I mainly do is just like nature walks and studying wildlife, and I'm into the ghost stuff too. It was like more of like through a scientific way of doing it, where you could get like a LiDAR and these different types of AC frequency detectors to detect a ghost, like in a scientific way, to prove to people that are skeptical, that are not spiritual about those things. Now, I don't fool with dark arts or anything like that, but definitely I am into that and explorations and things of that nature. And Saiban, I like all kinds of different games. And on the channel, I play. Yes, I have gotten those in the past. Yes, kid. And so with Cyban, what game? So I play a game on the channel called, let's say, Pirates of the Caribbean Online. I like that one. I play. So that was one I play on the stream. I like different games. For instance, the classic ones on different PlayStations. There's one earlier of about the Ghost. This is a Japanese game of this Ghost Mountain game where like a samurai person comes back and as a ghost and fights off these people in this park called yokai, and that is a cool game. I like the other ones with, say Call of Duty, or there's some Spider-Man games I like. So I pretty much like all of them. I like PlayStation and Xbox too. I like those, and I like computer games. Do face review. I am not really too sure about what face reviews are, because I'm not from this planet, but that sounds like a very interesting idea. The LiDAR finds ancient civilizations in the Amazon jungle. Yeah. So with the LiDAR, it's like this device that you're able to detect everything from the ground, and it shows like an infrared view of everything. And that way you can be able to sense different things that are going on, and you could see, like an object moving. Like say there's a LiDAR signal right there. You could see things that are moving. And with the other sensor, you could see that there's some kind of energy field there. It's used for electricity too. You're not from this planet. No, I'm not from this planet. That's true. I memorized the dialect of Earthlings, but I'm not from this planet. I'm from Planet 10. But I also have ancestry and grew up on the planet Serpo. So I have all that going for me. Yeah, it starts beeping. And by the way, that is a palm tree right here. That's a palm tree. And then that's like a tree that glows in the dark. Right there. Hello, Bella. And that's a tree that glows in the dark. And this is a palm tree. All right. And yeah, hello, Bella. Good to see you. I always been interested in language mastered by Edward Kelly. Yeah, that I'm not familiar with that, but that sounds very cool. The studying of different languages is always very intriguing. And let's see, I don't see any raccoons there. And I'll show you some other the vegetable stuff. I have a few vegetables that are still left from the winter harvest. But yeah, and what we were talking about the other night, with the Epstein stuff, I think they need to release all the information and hold accountable whoever is responsible for that stuff. And there's lots of injustice going on. Yeah, kid. That is a good, wise thing to do. And this is a broccoli, a winter broccoli, right here. And that is a daikon right there. And this is this is not spinach, but this is broccoli that is growing right here. And the broccoli is very tasty when it's off the plant. Scared. Yeah, so it's coming along nicely. And I harvested a daikon right there. That's where that crater is. So yeah, definitely it's very spooky, but I have been doing it for a long time, and I have a thing for spooky stuff. But of course, even if someone feels a certain way, and this is easier said than done, if someone feels of some sort of, people could be afraid and do it anyway. And it is wise, if you feel uncomfortable about something, to go back inside or go to a safe area. And I think that living each day as if it was the last day of your life is an important thing to do. Also, and it depends on, what the person is doing or going through. But yeah, and it just, you could feel, like, say you have an emotion or you have like a something going through your head. It's like a cloud. You could watch it as it passes by, but you don't have to act on it. Yeah. And kid says, I accidentally stepped elevator. What's hello there, elevator? Yep. Alien spaceship Gemix. Yep. Kid says, I accidentally stepped on the devil's toilet paper and did not feel good. You know, the stepping into devil's diarrhea is something that I don't wish on my worst enemy. So, when things like that happen, it's something you never forget. That's something we could both agree on. Yeah. And right here is, these things, by the way, they grow, big. They grow like beanstalks, like some from a fairy tale, and they're good hedges. They were used by ancient people for getting food and herbal medicines. And you got that, and then you have these over here. Those are some milkweeds. Yeah, and there are some critters walking around. I hear them. They are lurking in the shadows. Edward Kelly. I don't know who that is. I've heard the name, but I'm not really familiar who that is. I'll look into it. But, yeah. So, that's what I think. It's certainly even if someone feels afraid or feels fear, it's important to do either maybe go inside or go somewhere if something feels that it's not right, or do it over again if it's necessary. Do it over again if it's necessary. And, okay, Leatherface says Edward Kelly was the master language of Enoch and advisor to Elizabeth I. Oh, yeah, because that name was familiar. So thank you for explaining. This is an edgy looking wasp right there. It's probably going to try to sting me. About the car's extended warranty. Well, it's actually a spaceship. So I think he got the wrong alien. It must be Frank. The alien Frank has a vehicle like in that situation, so I think you're thinking of him instead. You got the wrong alien, a chicken. But I admire your craft of trying to do your duty. You cover those two. Well, I'm glad that you cover those two. That's good to know. We'll keep that in mind. You see that thing's like staring us down, the banded puppy. Yeah, it's so cool, people like Edward Kelly, what they were able to do, and what they do now echoes throughout history to the modern day. And I think it is absolutely important to, study what they have to say. So I definitely admire that too, and we'll continue to look more into what Edward Kelly did. And like, we have all these different devices and phones where we're able to communicate differently than we did in the past. So that's something they would be marveled about. Yeah. And there it is right there. And I think it's a wasp. I really don't know what on earth this thing is exactly, but it's there. And yeah, this way is a better angle to look at him. And I think the Book of Enoch is true and it describes accurately, things. And you see, it used to be in the Bible, but they took it out because politics and stuff. But no, I believe it's real, and it should be put in with the other scriptures. And it explains things about the fallen angels more detail, and the aliens and heaven, and just different like that. It just kind of wraps it up with a bow on top. It does what it's intended to do. Because when you take books and stuff out of something, it doesn't really work right. Yeah. So this bug he's just like, yeah, he is just chilling, and he doesn't mind me yapping. Because, hello, Abby. Welcome to the stream. We are, hope that you're doing well and having a good day. So, we're just having conversations. Oh, it's okay, Abby. It's okay. We had a very good stream last night, and we always right on, user, right on. And yeah, so yeah, we had, I missed you yesterday. I thought about you, but we still had a good stream last night, and we had a good conversation about all kinds of different philosophical things. Oh, it looks like that bug got roasted. It got knocked down by another bug. Oh, it got roasted. You're about to have your night joint. And everybody that's thinking this is weed, I agree. My 10 years ago, I would have agreed with you. My 10 years ago self agrees with you. But the thing is, the funny thing about this is, it isn't actually that. But, I know it sounds like, well, alien, I don't know about that. And I agree with you. And no matter what I looked at, these things are something else. I mean, look at the leaves, the way they look. I mean, it has to be something else, but it's actually something called oh, hello, Kathleen. A very, very cool name. And good to see you. Welcome to the stream. No, I know it looks like that, and you're welcome. You're welcome. And when I would see these things around, and I'm like, hey, how did this thing get here? And they were just like, the reason why it got here was, I mean, in these different regions, was maybe someone had a weed blunt, and they smoked it and threw it on the side. Oh, and Lucy is the sky. You wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, scared. And Captain Captain Deke. These names crack me up. Why are we looking at oak trees? Well, we're looking at oak trees because we are looking for Bigfoot, and he's known to lurk around oak trees. But we know, with your expertise, Captain, we will certainly find him with your good eye that you have. Hello, brother. How are you doing? Nice to hear. It's John Boy, the Opal King. Oh, hello, Opal King. Welcome to the spaceship stream. We're looking at plants that look like weed, but is not really weed. And no one believes me. I mean, as I said, just, they look interesting. So sometimes, like, when I see these leaves growing up like this, I'm just like, come on, like really, like. And people are wild. Yeah, they are wild on the spaceship party. So this allegedly is a plant that I'll let you know when you show a pot plant. Okay, Nick. Yeah, something that looks interesting. Well, the captain surely would have something that looks interesting. Besides his pipe and his tobacco. Captain Smith, was a good captain, although he made some mistakes, but he had a lot of interesting things to say and do. I'm not being sarcastic about that either. And shout out to John. Yeah. So the ancient people would use these things to make bread and with herbs and stuff like that, and they grow like beanstalks. And I was trying to look up the links, and the only thing is that the other weed plant is related to sunflowers, and this is related to sunflowers too. So it's like not that thing, but it certainly has a interesting look to it though. But yeah, they're both related to sunflowers. That's their only common cousin that both of those different plants have. But yeah, these are just they're actually just weeds that grow on the side of roads and stuff, but I found use because they're good hedges. Yeah, so many of them. Like, look at this right here. You see? Yeah. And because in the summertime, these things grow like mountains. Tons and tons of mountains. Scared. So, earlier, and Captain said, yep, this in the back, yes. And these are, and it looks like I'm in some jungle somewhere in the middle of nowhere, but yeah, that's basically what it is. I had all these things grow, and that's what it is. So yeah, this is the back part where they have different hedges. They're kind of like hedge plants. Yes, Abby, and they do come out to see you. And earlier in the stream, before you got here, the banded puppies came right out, and their eyes were glowing, and they're looking for you, and they said hello. And I believe they'll come out again to tell us hello. And yesterday they're looking for you. We're not going to find Bigfoot there. Okay, but understood. That is something I am a little bit relieved about, and kind of optimistic that we will maybe find something, because it's known to be interdimensional. But here's that tree we're talking about. But if you see it, just let us know. As you know exactly where we would find something like this. Yes, Abby, that is true. And yesterday they were looking for you, and they made a grand appearance. They were the grand appearance that they made was the whole branded puppy came out of the woodwork and saw you. They saw you. They came out and hung out, and that's what it is. So what I mean is, we were over in this area. We were here, and there is a banded puppy right there. I have to admit, I've been feeding the raccoons. Ah, okay. It's you that are feeding raccoons. It was you. There we go. We know who's been feeding them now. You've been spoiling them, silly. Yeah, so the banded puppy came out right there, and I took a video of him. And he was looking for you. And let's see, Bigfoot lives behind her house. And Catherine says, so you're neighbors with my ex. There you go. And so with the scared. Yeah, so that is definitely what she is doing. She is neighbors with your ex, the Bigfoot, and Bigfoot's right in the backyard, right in her backyard. Yep. And there's a polar bear down the street from where she is. And yeah, the last thing that will be an awkward reunion if we have Bigfoot come out here to meet the captain. I'm sure there's going to be roar, roar. There's going to be roars and growls. But yes, the favored Abby is favored by the raccoons. And they're just so excited that she's around. All right, Abby says, I can't wait till summer so I can go berry hunting. I want basket of raspberries and blackberries. Okay, so earlier in the other stream that I was doing, Vash and I were talking about bananas. And the bananas are actually berries. And the banana tree is not really a tree because it doesn't have the hard woody root to it. Yes, exactly, Abby. Okay, the polar bear is my ex's mom. She says her hair isn't white, it's blonde, but let's be real, it's not. Captain, some people don't know that the truth hurts sometimes, and the hair is white as snow. The snow is suing the hair of your ex's mom because of how white it is. So that polar bear, as much as it doesn't want to accept it, but our captain is completely honest and will be bluntly honest, and no matter if people like it or not, that's what it's going to be. And I definitely agree with you. It's a fact, 100%. And you know, and we're going to hear roaring and moaning and groaning from both of them. And it's like Bigfoot and her mom, the polar bear, are going to try to put Captain in his place, but instead they fall into a snare of their own reality check. And they realize that the stench that they have is basically biological warfare. And that's brutal facts, all right, about both of them. And they're both from Temu and Shein. And there we go, some more of these plants right there. Whoa, I nearly fell over. I'm scared. With my alien senses, I even know, as an alien, I'm completely aware of Bigfoot and the lies of Bigfoot and the polar bear. Absolutely. So, and that is facts. There is this other thing that occurred where so I didn't know about the bananas as berries, but that's just a fun fact. And oh, thank you, Captain. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And you are a very cool chatter. Also, we need brutally honest people on the spaceship, and it makes the spaceship great. So, it's making the spaceship great. Oh, look at that. Bigfoot just slipped and fell into a crate and broke a hip and a bone. They even went and dropped all the phones. Every single power line went out. There is truth there, no lies. I don't care how much they shout. Yes, praise Jesus. Yes, amen. Amen to that. And Abby says, this is the first time hearing about... hello, Mark. Welcome to the stream. This is the first time hearing about bananas being berries. I know. Do I like crab apples? You know, crab apples... I'm not completely familiar with crab apples. It doesn't really ring a bell. I'm sure I know what they are, but I'm not really... I don't really quite recall. Describe the crab apples. Yeah, shout out to Mark, cool people. And oh, the banded puppy's lurking. Okay, I hear him. They heard Abby's name, and he came right over here. So, there we go. We're looking for them. Aren't they related to cranberries? Are they related to cranberries? I didn't look that deep into them, about them being related to the cranberries. That's something I have to look up. I'm not 100% certain about that. And Abby says, they are small apples that grow on trees in small neighborhoods, but they can be bitter sometimes. I think I've had those before, and I think I thought they were all right. They were all right. Like, I wasn't really like either way. I thought, it was all right. And it's been a very long time. But I have to go look into that. But yeah, I'll have to go try that again if I haven't already tried it. So, did you like the crab apples? And bananas, the ice cream banana grows over here, but they have to be protected under certain weather conditions because of the freezes and stuff. All right. And a lot of times people will go and, because the way the banana... Okay, Joshua, have I seen a UFO in that garden? Well, yes and no. I wasn't in this exact spot, but I have seen one in the skies. Yes. I've seen an orb, plasmoid looking thing that was blue, like a blue sphere. Okay, yeah, that's the banded puppy moving around. So yeah, so I have seen ones before, yes. Not in this very spot, but around the area. Yeah. And I like when I go on walks and get hungry, plus Luna loves them as well, and she literally ate the tree for one. Yeah. So as I said, I have to have one again to really get myself acquainted with them, because it's like I know about it but don't know about it. You're right, Captain. And you see, we have the wisdom of the captain. Whoa. Because if it's not, that, it's either Bigfoot or Bigfoot's brother or something like that. But yeah, that is something we have to watch out for. And in the situation, so that is so cool that you and Luna, walk in the woods and different wildernesses, and you come across those. I like that. There was berries that grew around this fence right here, but the thing about the fence is it would grow. Not it wouldn't grow, but what I mean by that is they would have these berries, these wild berries that would grow, but I didn't know if they were really, you know, edible. Like they told me not to eat it, but I don't really know if they're edible or not. You better hope it's the puppy. Yeah, and trust me, you don't want to run into my ex. Yeah, I don't want to run into the something that makes a Karen look like a summer breeze. I know I don't want to run into her. And you see, that's why we have the captain aboard, because we need to be guided away from his ex and the most vile mammoth of all time. Hello there, J Prime. Welcome to the stream. So, yeah, but I've had berries before off the plant. And Abby says I'm kind of slow and would eat these bird berries that made my tongue numb. Oh Lord, the tongue becoming numb. That is definitely a Timu Sheen. But I admire your openness to try new things, but definitely just be careful about what we do consume. So yeah, yeah. Glad that you're okay from that. I full of useless knowledge. Well, you see, as an alien observer of Earth that comes here, I think that is valuable knowledge to me. Because I think laughter is the best medicine. And you definitely have provided that to this chat. So I think that the knowledge definitely is valuable to an alien like myself. The feeling felt so cool. So it was almost like a psychedelic. It wasn't a psychedelic experience, but like a psychedelic experience. I got you. And I like how I just like assume what people are thinking. So yeah, that's what it is. And yeah, strawberries are good too. That's something that I'm probably going to be growing at some point. The strawberries are very good, and it's those are technically not berries because the seeds are outside the berry, and that's why that thing isn't particularly a berry, and that is an interesting fact. So like things we call berries and fruits aren't really what they are; they're something else. So yeah. Yes, I like to hear about his knowledge, right? Yeah, so these are some of the plants that are just kind of falling over. I mean, these are like the decaying plants over plants that are alive. The birds are too much. Okay, so the birds are a bunch of Karens. I see. Maybe they're in conspiracy with Captain's X. This is just a bit too much. A bit too much. And so, do the birds eat them? Is that what happens? Do the birds eat them? That's something that I would be thinking that they do, is that the birds must they must be hoarding all the strawberries and consuming them. Scared. Scared. They eat a lot of them, so I get annoying, but I like birds, so I can't freak out. Yeah, shout to the birds. Birds are the OGs. Okay, Captain said, on a serious note, be careful. I found a small copperhead on my porch tonight. I don't know where you are, but they're out already this year. Okay, thank you very much, Captain, for the heads up. Because where I am, there are snakes, and they're kind of big. I don't really want to, I don't know if they're venomous or not, but I don't really want to get bitten by one. So I'll be careful, thank you. You know, and where I am, it's warming up a little bit. So yeah, I'll keep an eye out for them. And one time I was under here, and there was a snake like over there slithering off. I was like, yikes. It wasn't at night though. One time I was fooling with one of the elephant ear plants. No fear alien. Yeah. Yeah, J Prime. Yeah. People have asked me if I'm afraid and stuff, but yeah, it's a good emotional control. Not that I do feel emotions, but I do what I can to stay calm. And I also, all of you being here with me is very nice too. I like the company. And okay, we have these banded puppies. Yep, somewhere in there. I remember the crocodile hunter. He had, he got stung by a stingray in the heart, and he didn't make it. So I am conscientious about myself being safe out here too. All right, Abby says, I want a pet snake, even if it's venomous one. They are such precious animals and get so much hate. Yeah, well, there you go. One of my friends was looking. He has a pet lizards and pet things. He has pets like that. And one time they were looking at a snake that someone had as a pet, and yeah, they do have them. Hello, mermaid. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. And yeah, so in that situation you're speaking of, definitely you would have it in an enclosure in captivity. Yeah. All right, and only animal I don't like are rats, mice that destroy houses. Yeah, those things are pests. Yeah, those things are definitely pests. And the thing is about the rats. It's, some people have pet rats actually. And shout out to Mermaid, and she has a cool channel about doing pool rooms and playing the pool game, and she does streams about that. And she's also has a cool channel, by the way. Unloading and had rats, and the tree rats would scare me with how big they are. Yeah, scared. Yeah, yep. And so far tonight, I have not heard any of the tree rats. They're being a bit too quiet. Crikey. They're being a bit too quiet. And yeah, my cat once killed a mouse and left it in my bed. Oh, that is yuck. That is definitely yuck. Indeed. Yeah, see, cats, like, they'll leave these things like it's a present. Like, they're doing us a favor. But some people aren't really into the rats in their bed. Or, sometimes Bubbles' brother will go and sometimes Bolus's brother will go and get the rat or a mouse, and he leaves it out for all of us to see, and we're just kind of like scared. Yeah, and it'll have a broken neck and all that stuff. So yeah, so these tree rats are safe from the cats pretty much. Abby, feral kitties are so cute, but yes, they do that a lot. Yeah, yeah. And you got all these, and going this way. Let's go. All right, and yeah, and everyone's telling me, Mermaid, to go smoke this up, and as they think it's something else. Yeah, and it's something else, but it looks like another type of plant. And my kitten is fixed, and before he was fixed, he would just let loose all over. Oh yeah, that's definitely what kittens do when they're not fixed. Yeah. Him's a good kitty, though, Mermaid. I could never be mad at him. Yeah, he's well, some of those kittens that you can't just stay mad at. Yeah. All right, Captain says, that's why I'm glad your cats are outside the barn, cats. We think one of our cats may have brought that copperhead up to the porch. Oh, okay. Yeah, cats are very good at catching snakes. They are brilliant at that. Yeah, they're very skilled with the snakes. Yeah. Mermaid, the plants are coming along really well, by the way. They're all coming well. And that's one I harvested right there. And then you have this right here. Wow. Yes. Yes, mermaids. Oh, thank you, Mermaid. Thank you. Yeah, so the thing with yeah, hers is named Gooby. Yes, that's true. And yours is named Moose. Moki calls her cat Moose. That is a very cute name. And this is the spot where thing with the thing. Don't forget, Kelly, the ding and the ling and the ting and the sing. And as a bonus, a sling. All right. So, yeah, this is a grave of one of the cats from 10 years ago. And rest in peace, may we. So this is actually a cat graveyard. Like, this whole thing is cats that passed away from old age or sicknesses. They were laid to rest all over this region. Right. Yeah, Kelly. Yeah. And let's see. Moose, what a good boy. And Moki calls cat that too. Yeah. Mine are fuzzy but white cat. Oh, that is so cute, Captain. Moki's cat is a fuzzy, fluffy cat. Also, I found him in white, and he's so cute. He's so kind. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So there is, and even in there, there's some overburied in those regions out that way. Kind of like past that thing. Whoa, nearly died for a moment because I nearly fell into a pit. Because this thing is supposed to work, but it doesn't, because I have to put it like this. And maybe that way it won't cause fuel to trip. So there is Katie. It's so good to see you. Welcome to the stream. It's been so long since you've been here. And since you've been with us, it's been about a minute. Katie, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming through. So explain, Captain, to explain is that my family rescues cats for many, over 20 years. And they were, after the, rescued from hurricanes and stuff. And over time, they died off. And how many cats we're talking about? In the past, they had over 90 cats at one time, and all taken care of properly throughout history, throughout time. So there is quite a bit of cats in here. Oh, it's 8 a.m. Yeah, I'm not. My grandma always made a joke that people were going to think we were serial deleters of cats or something because of all the cats that are buried. And, but, Captain's doing fine. Captain's doing fine. Thank you, Mermaid. But yeah, it was this rescue cats, and they died of old age and died of different things like that. So, sicknesses or whatever. So yeah, there's quite a few of them in here. I don't know how many they are, but there's a lot of them. And they died we didn't kill any cats. They were just, or eat them, they were just of old age. Yes. And let's see. We have, Abby says, okay, anyway, so Katie says, oh, you're about to go to work? And, yeah, Captain's been really funny tonight. We've been chatting about different things, joking around and stuff. And he is new to the channel. So, anyway, oh, yes, Andrew. He came, Andrew talked to us yesterday. He told us what happened. It was devastating. Thoughts and prayers for him. Yeah, and yeah, Katie, we're walking around the garden, and we talk about cases and all kinds of things in here. And yeah, Katie, this is the spinach right here. Oh, Skip. Scared. Well, welcome to the party. And that is spinach, that is daikon, and this is broccoli. Okay, and these are some tropical plants, elephant ear plants. Receipts. Got any good cat receipts? Well, the cat accountant has all the cat receipts, and there's some pretty good ones. That's all I'm aware of. Yeah, where is the king snail? Oh, and by the way, Abby, so let's see up here. Yeah, his puppy died during surgery. That was really horrible, and we were here, and he told us when it happened, and it was just, we're thinking of Andrew, definitely. Well, we're not Chinese, Brett, so we do not consume them in that way. If anything, we are the cat's food. I'm the cat's food because I'm all scratched up and bitten by them all the time. So I'm the one that is their meal. Scared. And Hulk, but a knockoff to me. So you mean like the Hulk movie? Yeah, that would be interesting. That, if you're talking the movie, yeah, it was probably a flop. Oh, there he is. There's King Snail right there. Is this guy that cooked a cat? No, this guy is the one that got cooked by a cat. I got cooked by one. Exactly, Mermaid. That's true. Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. So here is our king snail, our monarch. Yeah, lame little Pee-wee syndrome. They have a little Wang syndrome, right? Right. Yes. They hate on me because they wish they were me for 5 minutes. Yes. Wow, so the Gods and Trolls popularity, huh? Alien, you've made it, hun. Oh, thank you. Thank you, hun. Definitely we did. So yeah, this is King Snail, and he is governing righteously. Yeah, it's like Little Wang syndrome of the smallest pee wee on the on Earth in their basement. Then they go on their computer and check out strong men and not women. Nothing wrong with being, you know, not straight. But what they do is they do it because they can't get a woman, not because they're just attracted to something different. And they sit there with their blow up doll thing and lay with that. Yeah, that snail. Yeah, that snail knows something that none of us know. Yeah, see, that's in close up. I remember when I learned that snails in France get eaten, and I'm like, I thought they eat these kind of snails, but they are snails like this, but they're way bigger. Yeah, shout out to Abby. She's cool people. She definitely on the stream. Yeah, the snail has brain-eating amoeba. Well, you are an expert in that because it's something you've struggled with for a while. But this snail doesn't actually have it. Over at the abandoned amusement parks, that's where the brain-eating amoebas are. Nowhere near this snail right here. Yeah, that's her snail friend. This is the best friend of Abby right here. There are definitely 30 plus living in their mom's basement. Yeah, yeah, there you go, Abby. You know what's going on. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Yes, she is. That is correct. A mermaid. A beautiful mermaid and Abby. There's a bunch of trolls that look like goblins with mold and fungus growing on them. Yeah. From Timu Sheen. Oh, look at my dude. Eric pulls up. Hey, bro. Yeah, Eric is the Devil's Lettuce 420. Yeah. Right. Hey, shout out to Eric. He's cool people. Yeah. And yeah, so you see how he's gracefully moving across. Oh yeah, facts. Yeah, roll up your it's sesh time, roll up your lunch joint, and if people drink something, whatever it is, and enjoy the garden live with Mr. Snail, the king of all the garden. Right. Not just Mayor Arcaniaca. Well, we see that is a special helmet language. I am familiar with the language because I've dealt with people like that before, but I am not an expert about what all the meanings are with special helmet knees. But you see right here is a snail. Oh, look at that right there, chat. What is this? What? Crikey. I just noticed this. Look, we have a photo bombing going on right here. The cricket. Abby says, "Lead, are your parents related?" Yeah, from what I'm seeing, from my observation of bro, that is his parents are related. Yep. Yes, the grasshopper is trying to have a standoff. It's having a Mexican standoff. It's high noon in the Old West, and he's trying to square up, and he's trying to take the spotlight and be famous for 15 minutes of fame. And Joe has a his smelly peanut. uh, let's see, my smelly sneakers and peanut butter. Yes, it's sparable and it's here. Well, I was talking about peanut butter earlier, and it definitely causes the what do you call dry mouth? That's what it causes. Oh, you see, he couldn't handle the heat. Look, our snail won. Our snail won. You had lots of slugs in Washington State. All the trolls are hopping around like crickets, and they think that they're great. But in reality, they have to go and walk the plank and fall into the fish tank. There you go. Yeah, so this, I said, shout out to King Snail. He is gracefully dealing with all these things. Yeah, you see, I've had slugs before, come up in the drains. When I first saw a slug, I was like, what on earth is that thing? I thought it was just, like, crazy. I was like, whoa, what on earth is that? I have not caught a toad live yet. It looks like, yeah, there's Dookie in the chat. I see some pink Dookie. It must be, like, from one of those colorful things. Yeah, those colorful characters. And I've not caught a toad live yet, but we are looking forward to catching one. And we're looking for frog. Frog, which is with his thong on. It's this muscular, big-looking frog with a thong that pops out sometimes, and it's a cryptid. And we are awaiting the frog encounter. We are, as we look through the different garden lives. Yeah. This is Louisiana. Right here. And toads are so awesome. I remember the first time I saw one, freaked out. Yeah, definitely yeah, and toads are awesome. I remember the first time I saw one, it freaked me out. Oh yeah, they look alien. They look almost alien looking. Scared. And okay, it definitely. And over there in AL, you're gonna have them. I went there last time, Captain, in the year, it was like 2008. That's the last time I went there. And let's see. I love this chat at night. I'm Miranda, a 24/7 streamer to Alien fan, and I love your convos. Well, thank you for that, Mermaid. That was very sweet to say. Oh, Abby, I'm glad that you like chatting with us. Toads will pee on you when you pick them up. I've heard that toads give you a wart. I was told when I was little that my grandpa had, he picked up a toad and it made it gave him warts. And then he got some dude do some magic trick and it took it away. I don't know exactly what they did, but yeah. So we're going to see if we find the frog. He's lurking around here somewhere. And he has he was in Mexico recently and making all the people shocked. Oh, look, it's a banded puppy. Right there. That's his eyes. Scared. All right. And he's so glad that Abby is here. And yes, Abby is here. Banded puppy. I got to be up in 4 hours. Wish you wonder and flowers. Okay. Yeah, definitely a baby. Definitely a baby. And the yeah, the baby bandit is lurking around right here. So yeah, with those puppies, with let's see what's going on here. So yeah, and Captain smells. Yeah, so Captain, you have to respect the mods in the chat. All right, that's what a good captain does. Yeah, we have to act like a civilized captain. Okay. And let's see, Captain talking to us, and yeah, so we're gonna have and respect the chat. The mods are disrespectful. The mods are fine. They just want the chat to be order and be good, and they want everybody to behave. So, as I said, nobody's trying. The mods aren't trying to attack anybody. And like earlier, you're doing good with chat, and also we have to just keep it that way so we could have a nice chat room. Y'all are doing fine, and the mods can do what they need to do to keep it together, the chat together. So, we are looking for the frog. Right. All right. And there we go. Right there. So we have all this. All right. All right, mermaid. And thank you for all keeping the chat in check. That's good. Let's see. And I'm hearing the what do you call the banded puppies lurking around somewhere in this region. Understood, mermaid. Thank you for keeping it in check, and you'll have the authority to do what you need to do for the chat. Thank you. All right, and then you have this. And Abby loves picking on the trolls. Yep. It is fun to do at times. Right. I'd say all the time. Oh, nearly fell over. All right. So, yeah, see, a lot of times it's just, people have to just, take deep breaths and not take things personally, and everything runs smoothly, or if not, it won't, go that way, because we don't tolerate nonsense here. Yeah, that's exactly how Mookie is too. And that is good to do, Abby, for the chat. So you already kicked someone before for being super disrespectful, but don't mind the funny trolls. Yeah, the funny trolls are funny. And J Prime is scared that the corkscrew wang he has is going to make women offended, and that is true. But you don't have to take it out on me or chat, all right? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's I don't know why, he needs to go back to they could go back to Epstein's Island and just stay there and leave this place alone. So, yeah, we are looking for the we are looking we are looking we are looking for the frog, and he is lurking around, but we don't have him come out just yet. He is messed for that. Yeah. So we have this branch right here. Let's see. And shout out to the mods keeping trolls in check. We appreciate you. That's why y'all are here. You have no idea yet. There is... Your mom wants uncle to cry. Oh, I'm scared. G sales force looks different these days. Well, a lot of things look different these days, including, your best friend Tom Hanks. That was on Epstein's Island. There's all kinds of different things these days. Yeah, it's the basement. The basement fumes be getting to people. Who are these people? I don't know who they are. They're just, the channel goes viral, especially and all kinds of people want to be me, so they go and attack the stream. All right. Exactly. Make it make sense. So it's really important to know what plants are poisonous. Yeah, Brig, you made it to the party. There is there's some trolls in here that are trying to be from Timu Sheen. And there's Captain Dick or Captain Deek. There's all these. So hello, shout out to Brig. Oh, glad that you're back, Eric. There is some Timu Sheen trolls. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. That's it. Yeah, thank you for doing that. Well, shout out to Mermaid. It looks like the ladies are doing well with the trolls tonight. It's a snack for they're basically a snack for the cats. Yeah. All right, and over here we have a couple of different plants in these regions. It said that nice flowers, pretty cool. Need to be up at 6. Well, Abby, you are awesome the way that, and you are new here, and you came here through a phone live. So you're doing awesome with Mermaid. I've known her for a very long time. In the rest of the chat, you're doing great. You know, the mods, being a mod and taking out trolls and stuff, doing excellent. And idiots asked me in the past why do I have mods in the channel. This is why. Like, when I'm doing these streams and stuff, it's good to have others do it along with me. And yeah, welcome to the garden party. Yeah, and whenever you need to go take a rest, definitely do it. Oh, I know, Brig. A lot of people want to go and ruin a good thing. Yeah, it's cringe. Eric, that is so noble for her to do. No, what I meant to say was that's very good for your friend to do. Awesome. Yeah, y'all are cool as fuck, and I'm glad to be here. I usually stream for other channel and deal with so much drama. Oh, okay, yeah, I'd experience. That's awesome. Facts. Yeah, there's something lurking in there. I see it. Anyway, they're making AI vids of him. Oh, that is cringe. That is cringe. Okay, Abby, I want you to press mermaid and then press go to channel, and you'll be able to see her channel, and you can subscribe to her because she does good things with pools rooms and video, pools rooms, computer games. Mermaid said, alien for sure, my brother, I'll be here, never make any more mods. Right, understood. Oh, Bigfoot is lurking back there, and we think a brown bear and definitely a frog. There's a giant frog humanoid in there. Oh, excellent, Abby. Good job subbing to her. Oh, good to sub to each other. That's awesome. Insect just ran up my chest and disappeared. Oh, Eric. Scared. 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 Yeah, I hate when it happens. Yeah, awesome chat. Awesome. Subbing to each other is so cool. Yeah. And Eric, I hope you've been doing well, man. I'm glad to see you. And this plant looks similar to the other plant. It's not, but it looks similar to that plant that people smoke. Yeah. It definitely bug spray. Yeah, absolutely. Scared. And we got some more right here. Yeah, I know. It looks like it, but it isn't. It's something else, but it looks like it. I mean, I agree, chat. That's what I think it looks like too, but it's apparently just some giant random ragweed thing that ancient people grew. Yeah. Is it a roach? All right, take care, beautiful people. Have a good sleep. Okay, Abby, see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Facts. Nice, peaceful walk through nature. All right, and yeah, I'm seeing the different dippers right now in the sky. That's cool. Oh, and then there's this one star, and right here. Yeah, I like, this is the stargazing I like to do. Definitely. Yeah, let's see, what time of year? Yeah, there's definitely, oh, a love bug, okay. There's definitely time for meteor. Yes, they are out here around this time of year. They're more frequently in August and October, but they are out now. Yes, the meteors. All right, there we go. Mermaid said, we saw them in our area too, and everyone was reporting them. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah. And, it looks like a streak of copper and like fire just going across the sky. It's very intriguing indeed. Wow. It's truly enchanting. Are you grabbing some coffee? Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Okay. And some of the dippers can't really be seen, but that's the dipper. Oh, you could see it. You could actually see it. Yeah, I'm surprised. Yep. Yeah, y'all could see the dipper. That is so cool, chat. Y'all could see this. Wow. I didn't even know this would show up on the camera, but it does. Okay, that is the dipper. All right there. Okay. That's the palm tree. And then we have more of this. Yeah, and all the different Epstein info must be released. I mean, all the people that must be held accountable for what they're doing. That's what I think. I remember, it was a crazy realization. Okay, let's see. This is a pumpkin from Halloween that's on the stream. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think we are going to have a, I did a stream one time of the meteor shower, and it was like the camera kind of didn't really detect it, and I didn't really see too many things, but we definitely will find them eventually when there's a meteor shower happening. I've had meteorites in this yard fall in this yard. Yeah, Eric, I do agree there's lots of distractions from Epstein. Now, many people will think that the alien files being released is a distraction, but they are really like the aliens. I think that's important. That needs to be released, and that should be talked about too. But but people can look at both things, in my opinion. Like the alien thing has been talked about for a while, but I do agree there's lots of distractions from Epstein and different conflicts that are doing that, and people must be diligent to not let those things distract them. Yeah, because they don't want people to know what's going on, because a lot of those elites and stuff were involved, and they don't want people knowing what they were actually doing. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome that you did that for Brig. And that's good, Brig. You do that for Mermaid. Facts. Oh, McCassland. You know, there's a McCassland. We don't know where he went, and he was known to work with the alien stuff. There's another woman that disappeared in California that also was involved with those things, and Guthrie was also missing too. And when you have all these things happening, oh, I'll let him know, Mermaid, definitely. When So the thing with the general expert in aliens, we don't know where they went. They have not found anything, but I think either they wanted to silence him, so they either have him captured somewhere, or they took him out, they deleted him, got rid of him. Maybe some people think he was abducted by aliens, but it's very mysterious, especially in that part of the country where all these things are happening. You know, we got to realize that maybe one day we'll figure out or find out what happened, but it's very mysterious to me, and I think they're trying to hide or conceal something, especially when the Epstein files are coming out and the other things coming out, the alien stuff. Everything, all the information's restricted. Oh, okay, Mermaid. Okay. Shout out to you and your stream. That's good. That's good. Thanks. Okay. And yeah, we have peaceful garden yard. Very nice. Yeah, Eric, I do agree it's not a coincidence at all. They're trying to hide, and they're trying to hide something, and they're trying to conceal all of that information and data of, or maybe it's a whistleblower. They don't want blowing a whistle about something. So that is another thing that I think is important. One of those big mosquitoes. Well, thank you, Brig. Glad that you enjoyed the Alien Garden stream and the morning. Here's something in there. That's interesting. See what will be lurking in the shadows. Oh, yes, and Briggs says, God bless her, too. Yes, facts, facts. Yeah, and you see, when you have people go missing like that, it's like a domino effect. Oh, yes, remember to say, gotta love some coffee. Yeah, yeah. And when you have this happening in the sequence of the domino effect of in the same region of the country, these important people going missing, is that there could be cartels. There could be people trying to do a kidnapping of some kind. That is something else that I think can be a, a thing, and they wanted to censor people that might be a whistleblower. I don't know exactly what they're trying to hide. I don't know what it is exactly, but that is the reason those people are gone. That is the reason they're gone. They're trying to hide some information from coming out. Yeah, coffee is certainly a nice way to start the day, and it smells good too. There's all kinds of different coffee. There's Turkish coffee I learned about, and they make it differently than way we make it, and it just kind of makes itself inside a hot like a bucket of sand. I mean, a crate of sand, or they have coffee machines that make it a certain way. So you have those, and that is cool. So all kinds of different coffees, I think is cool. So any bandit puppies coming out tonight? Well, with the banded puppies, what was coming out with banded puppies, they they came out earlier. They were over here, like go in that direction, and their eyes were darting around. It was so cool to watch. It was spooky too. Yeah, they were in different locations, but they didn't come out completely like yet last night. But their eyes were darting around and on camera for a while. Okay, and then we have, those are the seeds. It's like a dandelion. Those are the seeds. And besides that, it has been quite laid back, quiet, and there's been no tree rats tonight. None of them. And a few crickets. You could kind of hear them in the distance, but not as loud as last night. Do you do any pruning or maintenance in the garden this time of year? Yeah, so there's a point where I do, I trim the yard down, and I don't cut all of them, but I cut a lot of the plants, these wild plants that grow. All these things you see are wild plants, even if they're very pretty. There's a banded puppy. I hear him. So yes, I do a trimming in this time of year. I haven't gotten around to it just yet, but I do trimming and maintenance on it, and then I grow other types of things there. So it's I do that. Yes. That is a good idea, Brig. A banded puppy sticker. That's something that I got to do, indeed. The banded puppy stickers would be a very cool thing to do. And we'll be able to uh, they'll be able to be the cutest banded puppies around. Anyone can become a banded puppy by getting one of those. Facts. Yeah. We got the tree coming along nicely. The tree's coming along nicely. Oh, I hear the banded puppy. Yeah, maybe they'll just start coming out to me right when I do the garden streams. Yep. And I hear them right now chirping. They're maybe squaring up right now. That's banded puppies. Right there. Our alien overlord has returned. We must greet him. Yes, absolutely. Two of them. They're having a little fight right now, or a duel of some kind. Yes, that's them. There's two sets of eyes. Right. There's two sets of eyes. Let's see. These could get pretty hectic. We'll have to break it up at some point, probably. Scared. We have some banded puppies probably trying to square up with each other. They do this sometimes. Yes, that's true. They're fighting for my attention, right? Right. Now they're being silent because they know the alien overlord is here and not playing. Briggs says it would be tempting to feed them, but I guess it would be a bad move in the long run. I could feed them. More of them will come around. Sometimes they get into attics of people's houses and stuff, but I mean, I could feed them a little bit, but they do have food. They're kind of chubby and they are getting food. They, from the land here. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Right here. Right there. But yeah, I don't mind feeding them. It's not a bad idea. But maybe it would be bad in the long run. Yeah, Brig, that is true. They know what I'm saying. They know exactly what I'm saying. Right. See if we see them from a different angle. Watching some banded puppies lurking around. My dad has a random black cat. Yeah, scared. That showed up at his place a couple of years ago. It's funny, goofy cat that we basically adopted over time. One time I was like, I swear it's an alien. The cat stopped and just looked right up after me. I said that. Oh, oh, whoa, whoa, scared. Yeah, that definitely would be freaky to happen. Indeed. That the cat must be doing something like that. Yep. Yeah, alien confirmed. Yeah. Scared. Yeah, and I hear more. I hear more in the distance. Okay, and here we go. Some more here. All right, let's see. Is he going to come out or not? Seems like a bus in the distance. Yeah. And there's bats out here too, but I've not seen them in any of these live streams. But I saw them like in the winter at some point. And now I hear like some sort of a dump truck. There used to be these noises at night, and it's like either trains or trucks moving around, and it was like the creepiest sound ever. And sometimes we go outside at night to go from one house to the other house, and I'm like, what on earth is that? It sounds like the gates of hell are opening. It was just eerie, but it was like some metal things moving around. But it was freaky. Yeah. All right, there's some bandit puppies in there. Let's see. Yeah, the different sounds in the distance are interesting. Any future plans for the garden? So, yeah, in this region, in some other locations, I'm going to plant different summer. Let's see. I'm going to plant different summer plants and also okra and, tomatoes, things like that. Maybe some corn and maybe some more broccoli. And when a lot of this stuff gets cleared out, and in that region, there's some annuals that come back every year and with edible roots. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. When the stuff gets cleared out, I'm going to put some more stuff there. And I'm also going to get some herbs and maybe grow some peppers. So pretty much we'll be growing more of as the spring and summer roll in. Yeah. So those are my plans. And a lot of this region is just covered with trees, and I'm just going to use that as more of like a trail and watch the different plants as they get bigger, the wild plants, and maybe grow some other stuff. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's King Snail. He is chilling right here. The banded puppies and Bigfoot protect him from the boogeyman. Right. Right. Yeah, noise. Yeah. So, yeah, the boogeyman, I'm protected by the other entities from that. Maybe I'm the boogeyman. You never thought of that, did you? I'm scared. Oh, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's very clever. I know about the Blair Witch. We talked about that on the show before. And and with the boogeyman, I mean the Blair Witch. Yeah, that is definitely I believe a true, something that stuff like that happens, especially with the witches in the past. There are definitely people that were involved in stuff like that, and there are different cryptids and things that exist. Oh, that movie scared you? Yeah, it was a scary movie, definitely. And one of my friends does stories about that, and like goes to different locations where it was filmed and took place. So yeah, and this kind of looks like it's about to happen here, or something's about to charge at me. Yeah. But yes, yes. Find all the ish in the trees and the snakes. I mean the teeth. Oh, reason why I'm out. A very good question. Reason. Oh. There's some eyes right there. Oh. Oh, because I do these late night garden lives, and I like to, you know, hang out and watch the different plants and stuff, and people on the streams like it. So that's the reason why I'm out. It's nice and peaceful. Well, no, well, I will say is that I'm an alien. Actually, I'm an alien spaceship, And I'm the one that goes and does those things. Where I am is in the, in an alien garden. That's where I am. But I am okay. I am fine. I appreciate the concern. Oh, you're in Cali. Yeah. Well, these plants are probably, you know, kind of, different than what you'd usually see, because out there it's more like more desert-like out there. These plant species have been abducted and transplanted from around the world. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's basically a whole plethora of different plants that are out here. Now, this is a elderberry tree. It's getting pretty big. Oh, thank you, Max. Very appreciate it. Yes, and I always like spooky movies and stuff like that, so things may not bother me as much. But definitely, it's good to be careful. I like being on the stream. Oh, hilarious, Max. Hilarious. I like, y'all here, I appreciate, and yeah, I just have the nice peaceful walks, and I trust in God, and I do what I can to be safe, although anything can happen to anybody. I just think it's important to live each day as if it were the last day. You and your cat. Okay, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And yeah, my cat Bubbles is really the boss of us all. Really the boss of us all. So I have a white cat, and that little picture right there, you see that a Brig put in there, that's my cat. So that is one that I have to deal with too. Yeah. So shout out to you and your cat. What type of cat do you have? I'm just curious. I'm just skimming through these streams, and everyone's doing weird-ish at this time. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so basically, as I said, I am just observing animals and raccoons and cats and stuff. And, I have a spooky narration voice, and I am just wandering around the dark woods. Looks like I'm wandering around the dark woods. So, yeah, I just like spooky stuff and looking at my garden and the different animals that walk around. That's all. Yeah. And I know it's what a thing to stumble into. Scared. And this plant looks like it's from outer space. She's a feral cat I found, and she's pretty chill, eats seaweed, and sleeps all damn day. Ah, okay. Okay, that's nice. So, with the feral cats, of I have feral cats too, and the idea of eating seaweed is pretty cool for a cat to eat seaweed. I've not known or heard about cats eating seaweed before. Yeah, my cat likes to sleep all day too. Oh, okay, Max, that's cool. Definitely like to look at that. Very nice. Briggs says feral cats can turn into the best pets sometimes. I was just talking about my dad's cat earlier. Oh, that is so cute. Yeah, they certainly can make the best pets. Indeed. Okay. And this is the banded puppy. Oh, she has the zoomies right now. Yeah. Yeah. And what she is, huh? But heck, chill. I gotta get fixed too. Oh yeah, my cat would go all over the place when he wasn't fixed, and when they're fixed, they get really out of control. So fixing the cat definitely would be a good idea. Uh, when you can. Yeah, and when my cats get the zoomies, they just go zoom all over the place. Oh, not as rowdy as she was when she was a baby. Oh, yeah, yeah. A lot of times cats will be rowdy when they're babies, and then when they get older, they're not anymore. All right. Yeah, when they're babies, they're more rowdy and like to do those types of things. Yeah, so there's cats out here that they all like to fight each other sometimes. Like they don't get along with each other. They like to go and have different wars. Yes, it was an alien dish. Yes, definitely an alien dish. And let's see. The battery I have is getting a little bit low. So my battery's getting a little bit low, so you're gonna get your wish, Mex, about me going inside, so I can get this thing charged, and it'll be a moment. I will be in some nice chatting, yes. So in a moment, it'll be a little bit dark for a second, but I'll probably come back on the screen. I'm just kind of going to... Oh, my keys fell. Oh, yes, I feel welcomed on the Sheelet planet, definitely. Yeah, Max, I do these streams every day. I go live every day, and would love to have you on board with us. Yeah. Let's see. See, yes. And that is cool. All right, let's see how I'm going to do this. So, I'll have that there. Oh, thank you, Max. Thank you, Max. Cool people. I do a lot of these streams, and appreciate that. Now, I will, okay. So, I will be, let's see, I have to get ready for work now. Have a great day, Alien, and all. Okay, Max, have a great day. And I'm about to go in, Max, and I'll be safe and sound in there. Thank you, Max, for subbing and hanging out with us. And now I'm about to go myself to get some stuff charged. All right, so thank you all for coming, and peace.